I don't know about you, but growing up, I did not have a ton of friends that were interested in comics and collectibles. Sure, I had a few friends that were, and I treasured the times when we would go to the comic shop, pick up books, go home, read those books, and then have discussions and debates about which character was the best, who won a battle, which story arc was the best or the most meaningful. But as I grew older, I had fewer and fewer friends that were interested in things like comics. It wasn't until a few years ago that I jumped on YouTube that I became aware of the comic book community. Adults like me all across the country talking about comics and collectibles and having some of those same debates that I used to have with my friends. It was that community that inspired me to get more serious, if you will, about the hobby of comic book collecting. It was motivating, it was invigorating, and ultimately, it was that community that inspired me to create my channel, Regie Collects. And through the channel, through the power of the internet, I've made a ton of amazing friends that I otherwise would never have met. Friends that are as passionate about comics as I am. And I've had some amazing conversations via DM, via live chat, via email, via text message. Yes, we don't always agree on what's the best genre or who is the best artist or who writes the best comic book story or which arc is the greatest, or is it Marvel, DC, or Image that's the most impactful. We don't always agree on those things, but that is what makes it fun. That is what makes it interesting. These conversations that we have with one another. It's easy to sometimes focus on the negative, to get swept up in the negativity, the latest controversy, the latest scandal, to focus on those that are making a lot of noise. And sometimes when you get swept up in that, you begin to believe that the community itself is negative and bad. I would argue that that is not the case. I would argue that there is a small group of people that are negative. The vast majority of us are here for the right reasons. We're here for the comics. We're here for the conversations. We're here for the camaraderie. That's why we are here. If you love comics, focus on the positive. If you love comics, keep reading. If you love comics, keep supporting your local comic shops and hunting, regardless of the noise that you hear. If you have a comic book buddy, tag them. Share this message. We are the comic book community.